Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live tonight on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. The first game of the NCAA Women's Basketball Final Four did not disappoint, and hopefully the same can be said for the second game. It's Arizona against Connecticut, and off we go at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Arizona, a 3 seed, UConn, a 1 seed. And it's UConn in their gray uniforms, winning the opening tip, going from left to right in this first quarter. Arizona in red, going from right to left in this opening quarter of play. Early chance here. The jumper won't go. Off the mark there was Westbrook. And now here come Arizona the other way. The winner will take on the Stanford Cardinal in the national title game on Easter Sunday. Here's a 3. It's good. And Arizona are the first ones on the board. Mcdonald knocking down the triple. Ari Mcdonald averaging 32 points per game in her last 2 games. She's been lighting it up as this tournament's progressed. Top of the key. Nice pass inside. That shot is no good as Aaliyah Edwards left it short. Now at the other end, here's Mcdonald for the surprise team in the Final Four, the first ever appearance in the Final Four for Arizona women's basketball. Thinking about the shot was Thomas. Now inside, it can't be banked home by Reese, and it's a rebound collected by the Huskies of Connecticut. Here is Paige Beckers, the player of the year as a freshman. What a season she's had. As that shot is blocked. It will stay with Connecticut. Nelson Adoda blocked on her effort. Ari Mcdonald averaging 25.3 points per game on the season for Arizona, shooting 50% from three-point range, 6.8 rebounds per game as well. And she has the only point so far. Can that change here? No. Reese can't convert. And now the Huskies in transition into the lane. A foul called. It's going to go against Reese, and off the ball foul. And UConn will inbound from the baseline. Beckers will put it in. Pass out to Kristen Williams. And that is stolen away. A nice steal by Arizona, and here they come. A jumper too strong off the back iron from Baptiste. Some sluggish starts for both of these teams as Becker's pass is blocked, and now a jump ball called as Beckers and Reese were tied up, and the possession arrow does belong to Arizona. It will be their basketball as UConn are still scoreless through the opening 2.5 minutes. Here is Ari Mcdonald. 1 for 4 Arizona. 0 for 4 are UConn in this game. Pass outside, and the three-pointer is money. From the left wing, it's knocked down by Thomas, and Arizona have a 6-0 lead early on. Now at the other end, here's a tough shot. It won't go for Williams, but an offensive rebound. The kick out to Beckers. Her 3 is good. And finally, the Huskies are on the board. 3 minutes into this game, Beckers has had 23 or more points in 4 of the last 5 games. She's been lighting it up. A sensational freshman season for Paige Beckers. And room here, but it can't be banked in by Yanny, and UConn do control the rebound. 6:39 to play in the opening quarter. And if you're Arizona, you can't let Paige Beckers get hot, or she could single-handedly take over the game. She's in this NCAA tournament, averaged 22.5 points per game. She became the first freshman to win AP Player of the Year. As that pass is stolen away from Westbrook. And here come Arizona in transition. The Wildcats with it. The pass Down low by McDonald. And trying to get separation is Baptiste. Instead, she kicks it to the corner. And that is tipped by Beckers. It will stay with Arizona. 14 seconds still remaining on the shot clock. Arizona certainly looking to prove why they're here in the Final Four. Is there a possible upset bid tonight? It would be a big upset. Of course, UConn got through on a controversial non-call. As that corner three is knocked down, Ari Mcdonald again from beyond the arc. It's 3 3-pointers for Arizona to open their scoring tonight. 9-3, Wildcats on top. Nelson Adota with a nice pass down low, and fouled on the shot was Aaliyah Edwards, and she will head to the line for 2 free throws. First trip to the line tonight. But how about the Arizona 3-point shooting to start this game? It's been quite impressive, as the first free throw is no good from Aaliyah Edwards, and here comes the second attempt. A spot in the national title game on the line. Ari Mcdonald, by the way, for Arizona, has had 2 3-pointers already. She transferred from Washington to Arizona, and here she is on the ball. Both free throws, by the way, were converted by Edwards. That fadeaway no good, but collecting her own rebound was McDonald. And now it's Baptiste looking for options. Passes it out to Yanny. Yanny to the corner. Baptiste inside. Nice move. The left-handed layup won't go, as Ware could not convert. 5-point lead for Arizona. Here come UConn at the other end. The fadeaway drops. Kristen Williams gets the bounce. 9-6, Arizona by 3. Williams in the last 2 games averaging 40 minutes a game, 24 points, and 5.5 rebounds. She's been spectacular as well for the stacked UConn team. Here's Baptiste driving in. Offensive foul. Taking one for the team there was Aaliyah Edwards. And that will take us to our first media timeout. 4:50 to play in the opening quarter between Arizona and UConn. A spot in the national title game on the line. We're just getting started in the second semifinal game in the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. I'm back in a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back in, everybody. What a career for Gino Auriemma as head coach of UConn. 21st Final Four appearance, 13th straight Final Four appearance, and 11 national championships. Just truly remarkable. Going back, though, to the Elite Eight earlier this week, it was a controversial ending to that epic battle between UConn and Baylor. Was it a foul? Was it not? I believe it was. LeBron James thought it was, but nothing was called, and UConn would go on to win by 2 in a controversial victory, to say the least. But here they are in the Final Four once again, a 9-6 lead for Arizona, 4:50 to play in the opening quarter from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. The whole NCAA women's tournament this year held in the San Antonio area. UConn with the ball, some sharp shooting from downtown by Arizona. Has them up early on. Here are the Huskies, though. Here is Kristen Williams. Nice pass, but unable to finish was Nelson Adota. And here come the Wildcats at the other end. With the ball is McDonald. Now it's Ware. Ware hands it off into the hands of Yanny. On the right wing, it's Ware. McDonald, top of the key, 8 to shoot. McDonald in the lane, banks it in, but it will not count. An offensive foul as Westbrook was set for the Huskies, taking one for the team. Offensive foul called. UConn basketball. Well, you got to like the aggression from McDonald, but even more credit has to be given to Westbrook as she was set straight up, taking the charge. 9-6 Arizona. Baptiste for Arizona already with 2 fouls. Here's Nelson Adota. Hands it off to Paige Beckers. Beckers pulls up. Short on the deep 2. Now here come the Wildcats. McDonald steps into the 3. It's no good. Rebound collected by the Huskies. There is Westbrook for the board. Beckers pushes it. Thomas was guarding Nelson Adota. Now a double team comes. Bounce pass here. Controlled underneath. And it's no good on the shot from Williams. And here come Arizona the other way. A low-scoring opening quarter. And let me fix the scoreboard there. I just realized I put first half. I'm used to doing the men's games. As that's a block underneath. It will stay in the possession of Arizona. There we go. It'll be inbounded underneath by Yanny. Not even half of the shot clock used quite yet, but the bounce pass gets away from Ware, and the Wildcats turn it over. 3:03 to play in the opening quarter. And the score still 9-6 as it was midway through the quarter, as some substitutions will be made. In for UConn comes Mule. She's in at the point. She actually has suffered an injury earlier on in the tournament, but it was nothing too serious. That pass gets through to Westbrook. The floater is good. And finally, UConn and the scoring drought for both teams. 9-8 now the score. What a season it's been for Arizona. And they're not done yet. They would love to pull off the upset as Reese is fouled. Reaching on Nelson Adota. Her first, 2.5 to play in the opening quarter. The inbounds pass goes to Reese. She'll hand it off to McDonald. McDonald to Reese. 3 ball on the way. Too strong. Becker's there for the rebound. And here come UConn. Becker's down low. Nelson Adota can't finish. And it's a rebound by the Wildcats of Arizona. UConn having a hard time scoring points. 8 points in the first 8 minutes of the game. Here's Pueo. Nice pass to the corner. That three won't go, but an offensive board there to clean it up is Thomas, and she's fouled on the putback. 2 free throws on the way for Thomas as she goes to the line. (9-8) Wildcats on top. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the broadcast. The second semifinal of the NCAA women's basketball tournament. Boy, was the first semifinal a thrilling game between 2 1 seeds, Stanford and South Carolina. The Cardinal pulling it off in the end. South Carolina had a chance, but Aaliyah Boston's shot off the back iron at the buzzer, and Stanford just barely holding on as a traveling violation is called against Kristen Williams. So Williams taking too many steps. She got caught in the shooting motion, and you can see the facial expression from Gino Ariema on the sideline. He is not happy right now. His team down by 3. Both teams struggling shooting the ball in this opening quarter. Here's a nice move by Reese. Tough shot converted, plus the foul, and a 3-point play opportunity as she'll head to the line for a free throw. The Wildcats coming out hungry here in the first quarter of play. A strong finish and another foul against UConn. This one against Nelson Adota. And the free throw is good. Reese with a 3-point play. 14-8 is the lead for Arizona. 1:26 to go in this opening quarter, and quite the start to this game. The upset-minded Arizona Wildcats leading UConn early on. Baptiste back into the game, 10.8 points per game in this tournament, 47% shooting, 8.5 rebounds per game as well. And with it here for UConn is Edwards. Now Paige Beckers into the lane, draws the contact. Foul called. Beckers to the line. She, just like the rest of her team, off to quite a slow start as Arizona will make a change. Out comes Ware. Back into the game is Yanny. Becker's 20.1 points per game on the season, 5.9 assists, 2.3 steals. She's been fantastic. Brilliant season from the freshman. Can only imagine the career she has ahead of her at both the collegiate level with UConn and then in her professional career after that. Both free throws are good. 14-10, Arizona by 4. Final minute of the opening quarter. Here is Pueo. Beckers 5 points, 3 rebounds for the Huskies, and that's a steal by Beckers. I referenced her 2.3 steals a game. That's one right there. Beckers hands it off. Now it's with Westbrook. Williams back to Beckers. Beckers taking it in. Tough shot. No good. And the rebound saved by the Huskies. Great effort by Yanny to keep it alive. And now how about the acceleration to the hoop? McDonald laying it in. 8 points. 3 of 6 from the field. She's got half of the Arizona point total. It's 16-10, the Wildcats. The shot clock is off. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Here is Williams, the 3 on the way. Can't bank it in. And how about that for a first quarter from the Arizona Wildcats? The 3 seed leading the powerhouse UConn Huskies 16-10 at the end of 1. 10 minutes gone, 30 to go in the Final Four with a spot in the national title game on the line. I'm back for quarter 2 right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. We are set to begin quarter two, and a look at Arizona. Over the years, this program has, progressed significantly. Their first ever Final Four appearance, of course, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, and they are upset-minded, that's for certain. They were the Women's NIT champions in 2019, the last time we had a postseason for women's basketball because of the pandemic last year. And they went from not even being in the NCAA tournament last time there was a postseason 2 years ago to being in the Final Four. Just extraordinary progress. And right out of the gates to begin the second quarter, Kate Reese knocks down the mid-range shot. She has 5 points, 18-10. Wildcats lead. Here's Paige Becker's top of the key. UConn just shooting 3 of 14 tonight, and an offensive foul called. It's a charge against Griffin, who just came into the game for UConn. And the Huskies just not getting off to the start they were looking for. As this will be brought up by Pellington. Here's Pellington for Arizona. She finds McDonald. That pass tipped away by Aaliyah Edwards. It will stay with the Wildcats. Only 12 seconds coming off the shot clock. Here's the inbounds pass from the baseline. Passed into Kate Reese. Reese banks it home. Nice finish, and Arizona have a double-digit lead for the first time. 20-10 is the score. Oh, and that pass is saved along the baseline. The steal by Thomas. UConn all out of sorts here in the early goings of quarter two. This is McDonald. Nice crossover move. Step back shot. No, not quite. And the rebound snatched by Westbrook. Here comes Paige Beckers for the Huskies. Beckers passes it to the right wing. Kristen Williams takes a dribble in, knocks down the mid-range shot from the elbow. A much-needed field goal there for UConn, their first points of quarter two. Williams with 4 points early on. Here's Reese. She'll hand it off. Now it's with McDonald. Great feed to Reese. But an offensive foul will be called as Arizona turn it over. How about Sunday's slate, folks? What a day it will be. At 3:30 Eastern time on Easter Sunday, it'll be an NBA Sunday showcase when the Lakers battle the Clippers in a Battle of LA. Then it's the NCAA Women's Championship game at 6, which I plan to be on the call for. And then at 8:30, it's the first Sunday night baseball of the season when the White Sox take on the Angels. The winner of this game plays number 1 Stanford in the national championship. Nice finish by Edwards, 20-14. Arizona by 6. Aaliyah Edwards this tournament averaging 14.5 points per game, 77% from the field, 6.8 rebounds as well. Here's Reese for Arizona. She'll hand it off to McDonald. Here's Ari Mcdonald, a transfer from Washington. That ball tipped. And Arizona turn it over. It's actually a double dribble called. As we have 7.5 minutes to play in quarter two. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by on this Friday night. The referee's talking things over, and they're actually... Oh, no, they were just confirming the call they made. The call stands. UConn basketball. Paige Beckers with the ball in her hands. Up high for Edwards. Edwards back to Beckers. Beckers all the way back to the logo. And she draws the foul called against Kate Reese. Arizona, a 20-5 record on the season. UConn, 28-1. In the last 2 games, UConn with a complete contrast when it comes to assists. They had 30 assists in their Sweet 16 game against Iowa, a season high, just 8 in their Elite 8 game against Baylor, which was a season low. Here's Kristen Williams. Now Edwards, 10 on the shot clock. Edwards will find Williams. Back to Edwards. Nice cut, but she can't convert the layup. And here come Arizona flying in transition. Back outside, Mcdonald the three. You bet! Mcdonald knocks down the three, 23-14. It's the Wildcats on top. Arizona rolling, and Gino Auriemma calls a timeout. How about this start from the underdogs? 3-point happy are the Arizona Wildcats. They have a 9-point lead. What a start. 6:47 to play in quarter two. I'm back after the break. Stay tuned. We've got a good one in the Final Four. Welcome back in, everybody. It's the Final Four at the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. And it's Arizona leading Connecticut 23-14. Coming up on the halftime report, I'll give you a first half breakdown and talk about that Final Four heartbreaker as South Carolina were unable to convert a shot at the buzzer. Stanford holding on. And they await the winner of this game to see who their opponent will be in the national title game on Sunday night. All right, here we go out of the UConn timeout. They trail by 9, 6:47 to play in the first half. With the ball here is Avina Westbrook. Beckers back to Westbrook. That pass deflected. Beckers saves it. 10 on the shot clock. Becker's spin move, off balance shot, goes off the side of the backboard, and now here come Arizona, a 2-on-1, taken all the way in, plus the foul, count the basket for Shayna Pellington. Wow. An and one for Pellington. And the shooting struggles continue for Connecticut. And what a finish that truly was from Pellington, as she'll now shoot a free throw. And can't hit the free throw, but it will be chased down, but not saved by Trinity Baptiste. It will go to Connecticut, who trailed by 11, their largest deficit so far tonight. It's passed in by Westbrook. The ball back into her hands. Westbrook. Nice pass. And on 2 attempts, Nelson Adota could not finish, but she did draw a foul on the second shot. She goes to the line for UConn. As Arizona will make a change. In comes Thomas. And out comes Ari Mcdonald. That's McDonald's second foul, so she has come out. She has 11 points for Arizona, and both free throws missed. The pass out to Thomas. Now on the left wing, it's Pellington. Pellington hands it off. Yanny's pass. Fought for, kept alive by the Wildcats. 7 to shoot. 3 on the way. No good. And the rebound is grabbed by UConn. Here is Nelson Adota. The fadeaway won't go. UConn just struggling severely to score the basketball. We're about midway through the second quarter. That floater no good, and the rebound will be corralled by Nelson Adota. Just 14 points for Connecticut. Here they come in transition. The ball nearly lost. It is saved in the end, and a jump ball will be called. The possession arrow does belong to the Huskies as Aaliyah Edwards will re-enter the game. And in that game against Baylor in the Elite Eight for UConn, they had a 19-0 run from 2 minutes to go in the third to 6:50 left in the fourth, where they shot 7 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, and capitalized on 5 turnovers from Baylor. So there's no reason to panic for UConn, even though they trail by 11. They do have the ability to go on a big run and turn it up a gear in a moment's notice, as that shot is knocked down from the baseline. A much-needed bucket for the Huskies. It's Kristen Williams with her third field goal for 6 points. A zone defense here from the Huskies. On the left wing, it's Thomas. Thomas finds Pellington. Now back to Thomas, top of the key. There's 5 on the shot clock. Pellington to Thomas. Deep 3. Good! The threes just keep on coming for the Arizona Wildcats. They now lead by a dozen as Sam Thomas is a perfect 2 for 2 from downtown. 28-16 the score. And now Edwards is called for steps. Extra steps, traveling violation, another turnover for the Huskies. And that'll take us to immediate timeout. How about the 3-point shooting from Arizona? They will not cool down. It won't be immediate timeout quite yet, rather. 28-16, Arizona on top. 4 minutes to play in the half. In the lane, the left-handed layup, rather, won't go for Yanny. Here come UConn quickly in transition. Nice pass outside. Wide open look. The 3 is good, plus a foul underneath. Or actually, her foot was on the line. It will be ruled a 2, but still an opportunity for an and 1 because the off-the-ball foul occurred while Kristen Williams was in the shooting motion. Or did it? Oh, no. So here's what's going to happen. They count the basket, and the foul means UConn will keep the ball. So that's the situation. So UConn maintain possession. Here's Paige Beckers. Beckers with a pass to the corner. Westbrook has her pass stolen away. Now at the other end, it's Ari Mcdonald with the scoop and a foul called against Beckers. 2 free throws on the way. What a first half display put forth by Arizona so far. This has been a very impressive showing up to this point, but still plenty of basketball to be played. 28-18 the score. By the way, Ari Mcdonald has had 92 straight games now with 10-plus points. Tonight she already has 11. That's the longest active Division I streak for women's basketball as she knocks down her first free throw. I mean, that's quite impressive. You'd think, 10 points isn't that much. But to do that 92 games in a row, I mean, surely you have to have an off night, like a real off night, once in a while. But not for McDonald. She converts both free throws. Meanwhile, at the other end, that layup is good from Williams. 29-20. Williams into double figures with 10 points. Here now is McDonald. Pass down low. Now back outside. McDonald again. Great ball handling skills. Back outside with Yanny. And McDonald with a deep 3. It's good again. Wow. That was from way downtown. The 4th three-pointer converted by Ari Mcdonald. She has 15 points, lighting it up for the Wildcats. They lead by 12 now. Here are UConn, a 3 of their own on the way. That won't go for Williams. Arizona can really step on the gas here. Up by a dozen. How about another 3? No, not this time. McDonald with a heat check. UConn will slow it down at the other end as time winds down in the opening half of play. And here is Aaliyah Edwards. Foul called. The shot won't fall, but there will be 2 free throws on the way for Williams as she will head to the free throw line. But how about Ari Mcdonald? I mean, she's come prepared for the moment. Shining bright on the biggest stage that she's ever played on. First ever Final Four appearance for Arizona. McDonald with 15 of the 32 points for Arizona. Williams knocks down the first free throw for UConn. And she'll make it 2 for 2. Ari Mcdonald in the ESPN WNBA mock draft is picked to be selected 8th overall. We'll see. That draft coming up in April. Later this month, I should say. It already is April. Yeah, it's later this month. And now here is Baptiste. Spin move. Pass to the corner. And that won't go for Yanny. Rebounded by Beckers. 1:40 to go in the half. Yanny, or rather Beckers pushes it ahead, I should say. Defended by Yanny. Now here with the ball is Westbrook. Westbrook to the baseline. Tough shot. No good. And the rebound corralled by the Wildcats. The poor shooting continues for the Huskies. Just 22 points so far with this first half running out. Here's Baptiste. Now it's with Yanny to the left wing. Another 3. This time it's short, but getting her own rebound was Puello. Back outside. Arizona with a 20-second shot clock to work with. Ari Mcdonald, top of the key. 10 to shoot now. McDonald driving down the left side. The fadeaway won't go. And now here come UConn the other way. Taken across midcourt by Kristen Williams. Now the ball in the hands of Edwards. They do not decide to go for a possible 2-for-1. Mule gets the pass away. Now here is Westbrook. Time running out on the shot clock. Pass too far ahead of Edwards, and the steal for Arizona gives them a chance for a possible buzzer beater. Shot clock is off. 8 seconds to go in the half. Ball in the hands of who else but Ari Mcdonald. McDonald, another three. No. And that is it for the first half at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. It was a first half that certainly did not disappoint in the second game of the Final Four in the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. 32-22. The Wildcats up by 10 at the interval. And what an opening 2 quarters it was from the underdogs, Arizona, in their first ever Final Four. And let's get the halftime thoughts of the star of the first half, Ari Mcdonald. I'll let you guys listen in.
Such a low first half. I would describe our defense as suffocating and stingy. We take pride in our overall defense, but most importantly, individual matchups.
Your range is insane. How does that feel to be hitting shots like that out there?
It feels great. I've been putting in the work. I take hundreds and thousands of shots a day. I don't go for rest, but I try to make them. So, it's paying off, and I'm loving it.
Thank you. We're loving watching it. Thank you, young lady.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it from Ari Mcdonald, putting on a show in the first half, scoring just about half of Arizona's points, 15 points for her. She was lighting it up from beyond the arc. It's Arizona leading Connecticut 32-22 at the half. Do we have an upset brewing? Still a whole nother half of basketball to be played. A spot in the national title game is on the line. And how about that first half? Wow. And welcome into the halftime report, everybody. Thanks so much for being a part of the broadcast on this Friday night. It's been a great NCAA tournament on the women's side. And the first game tonight in the Final Four was a spectacular game coming down to the final shot. Could we have a similar story in this one? You have to think that UConn will improve in the second half and battle back. But Arizona certainly played as good as they could have imagined in that opening half of play. And as Ari Mcdonald said, their defense, I think she put it correctly, it's stingy, suffocating. Those are 2 good ways to describe it. They really made UConn work to get good looks. And UConn, in all honesty, really didn't get a lot of good looks. And then the Wildcats, capitalizing on some steals, had some key points in transition. McDonald was 4 of 7 from 3-point range in that opening half. And Arizona's defense so good that they held UConn star Paige Beckers to only 5 points. She had just 1 field goal, 1 for 4 from the field. Very uncharacteristic performance so far for Paige Beckers, but give all the credit to Arizona and Ari Mcdonald. She's come to play. That certainly showed in the first 2 quarters of play. Wow, her range is ridiculous indeed. 4 3-pointers, and some of those threes from way downtown. And Arizona really from the opening tip controlled the way this game went. They had the lead from the get-go. And the fact of the matter is UConn really never got going. They never got any momentum. They didn't put together any run whatsoever. And Arizona just kept on plugging away, knocking down their shots, and continuing to stay disciplined on the defensive end of the floor. So I was definitely impressed. Arizona are here for a reason, but I certainly didn't see them being up by 10 at the half. But that's what we have here after 20 minutes of play. And after the break, when the halftime report continues, I'll talk about the earlier game in the Final Four at the Alamo Dome and what a game it was between 2 number 1 seeds, South Carolina and Stanford. I'll tell you all about it next. We've got a great one. Arizona 32, Connecticut 22 at the half. I'm back for more next. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. It's Arizona 32, UConn 22 at the break. But here on the halftime report, let's look back on the earlier semifinal between South Carolina and Stanford. This game was close throughout, and it would come down to the wire. It would come down to the final shot. As a matter of fact, this was a thoroughly entertaining game, a thrilling ending in the fourth quarter. Stanford at one point would go up by 5 with about 1:40 left in the fourth quarter, but South Carolina would show no quit. There would be an and one at the other end. 3-point play for Zia Cook to make it a 2-point game. And then a 3 would be knocked down by Henderson to put the Gamecocks in the lead. So with South Carolina up by 1, Stanford would hit a big shot of their own. That would put them back in the lead by 1, 66-65 then the score. And then Stanford would have the basketball with 9 seconds left. They turn it over. A steal from South Carolina, a chance for the Gamecocks to win it. A layup missed, and then the putback off the back iron from Aaliyah Boston. The emotion taking over afterwards. She could not believe she did not win it at the end. Just a heartbreaking defeat for South Carolina. Here's what head coach of Stanford, Tara Vanderveer, had to say about their victory.
First quarter, we battled back, and I think our team has shown a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and it is nice to have a little karma going your way.
So there you have it from Coach Vanderveer. She was obviously a great player back in her heyday, and now a great coach leading the Cardinal to the national title game. Haley Jones was just outstanding. 24 points scored by herself. The rest of the team had 42. And Ari Mcdonald, meanwhile, in our game here, putting on a show for the Arizona Wildcats. They lead by 10 at the break. We're inching closer to the second half. I'll get you set for the second half next when the halftime report continues. A spot in the national title game is on the line, and the Wildcats looking to pull off an upset over the Huskies. Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. It's the NCAA Women's Basketball Final Four. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the broadcast. Greatly appreciate it, as always. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. Still another great half of basketball on the way with a spot in the national title game on the line. It's Arizona leading Connecticut by 10 at the break. Could the Wildcats pull off the upset? We shall see. This has been the halftime report. Second half action on the way next from the Alamo Dome down south in San Antonio, Texas. Stay tuned for that. It's on the way next. Welcome back, everybody. It's the NCAA Women's Basketball Final Four. Arizona 32, UConn 22, the score as we get set to begin quarter three. Earlier tonight, Stanford knocked off South Carolina in a thrilling 66-65 victory. They now await the winner of this game in the national championship on Easter Sunday at 6 Eastern time. Well, what a first half it was from Arizona. The question is, can they keep that up for a whole nother half? And will UConn continue to struggle this badly for a whole nother half? We shall see. Arizona certainly with some stifling defense. Ari Mcdonald, meanwhile, at the other end, lining it up on offense. She had 15 points, 5 of 11 shooting, and 4 of 7 from three-point range. Wow, can she continue her impressive performance in the second half? UConn's first half offense, just really uncharacteristic. They're 22 points, the lowest of any half this season. 9 turnovers in just 8 field goals made. They had more turnovers than field goals made. And we're talking about UConn, just completely uncharacteristic, as I said. But there is time to turn that around. There's no doubt about it as we get set for the start of the second half. And Arizona just done a fantastic job defensively, particularly containing UConn star player Paige Beckers. And they've been very disciplined. As I mentioned, UConn with an insane amount of steals for them. I mean, it's been quite mind-boggling how those first two quarters played out, and we'll see how this third quarter goes with Arizona up by 10. They have the basketball going from left to right in the second half. UConn going from right to left. And Ari Mcdonald certainly trending on Twitter right now. The likes of Asia Wilson, Alicia Clark, Jordan Canada, and Kelsey Plum all letting their opinions heard on Twitter about what a first half performance Ari Mcdonald put on. A quick steal by UConn. Paige Beckers with possession. She finds Nelson Adota. Pass in the lane to Edwards. And Edwards is fouled. The call goes against Kate Reese. Now it looks like Reese will come out. She's still frustrated about the foul call. That's her third picked up, and that's why she has to make way. That layup, no good, cannot be converted by Williams, and she commits the foul afterwards. We're just underway in quarter three. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Arizona looking to pull off the upset over UConn. On the left wing, ball in the hands of Yanny. Yanny back from Thomas. Now it's with Mcdonald. Mcdonald defended by Beckers. Shot clock down to 3. Mcdonald from way downtown off the back iron. It nearly went. Wow. I mean, that was from Steph Curry range, for crying out loud. Pass outside. Becker's the 3. That's an air ball, but it's scooped up underneath. And a nice block as Kristen Williams is denied. Here come the Wildcats the other way. This is Yanny. Ware wants it. She'll get it. Takes a tumble. And her pass thrown away. Here's Beckers. Full steam ahead. Draws the foul. And will head to the free throw line. No points yet for either team this half. That could change right now as Beckers will shoot 2 at the charity stripe. Beckers this season, or rather this tournament, averaging 22.5 points per game. Just 5 points so far. Make it 6 as she makes the first free throw. I'd certainly expect her to be more involved in the second half. You know, that was very quiet first half from her. Too quiet of a first half for the AP Player of the Year as a freshman. Both free throws are good. 32-24 the score. Here is Mcdonald. She'll pass it off to Yanny. Now it's Ware. Inside, the layup good from Trinity Baptiste. 34-24. That's Baptiste's first points of the game. Williams finds Beckers. Risky pass for Edwards, but there will be a foul called against Ware. A reminder that the 2021 Men's Frozen Four in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the national semifinals for the NCAA hockey tournament, are on Thursday. St. Cloud State taking on UMass in the second semifinal as Beckers connects from downtown. Here's a corner 3. That's no good. Or rather, UMass will take on Minnesota Duluth in the second semifinal. In the first semifinal, it'll be Minnesota State against St. Cloud State. Those semifinals on Thursday, 5 Eastern and 9 Eastern time. before the final next Saturday. So I'm hoping to be on the call for one of the Frozen Four semifinals, and then hopefully the national championship game, depending on, what my schedule is like. But yeah, I certainly love the Frozen Four every year, just like I love the Final Four as Williams knocks down the 3-point shot in the blink of an eye. We have a 5-point game, folks. Kristen Williams with her first 3. She has a quiet 15 points. Yanny, nice spin move, and the floater rolls in. 36-29, a good response from the Arizona Wildcats. 3 minutes played in quarter 3. Connecticut in possession. Here is Nelson Adota. She'll find Beckers. Beckers back to Nelson Adota. And a battle for the ball. It'll be a tie-up, and the possession arrow does belong to UConn. So the Huskies will keep it. Beckers will pass it in. She finds Westbrook. Westbrook gets some separation, thought about the 3. Instead passes to Edwards. Back to Nelson Adota. Her fadeaway well off target. And Arizona secure the rebound. Nelson Adota 0 for 6 from the field. She doesn't have a single point tonight. Mcdonald into the hands of Baptiste, and UConn come away with a steal. 6 minutes to play in quarter 3. Here's Beckers with the ball. She finds Nelson Adota, who's guarded by Yanny. Now in the low post. Passed off to Edwards, and she has her shot rejected. The Arizona defense continues to impress. Now here's Sam Thomas. Thomas to McDonald. McDonald splits 2 defenders. Back out to Baptiste, who connects from downtown. The 3s keep on coming. Trinity Baptiste didn't have a single point in the first half. So far, 5 in the first 5 minutes of the second half. 39-29. Back to a double-digit lead for Arizona. This is handed off to Beckers. Beckers near the logo. 8 to shoot. Passes it to the right wing. Off-balance shot. Can't bank it in. Westbrook unsuccessful, and now here come the Wildcats. Nice ball movement. McDonald guarded by Williams. McDonald spinning into the lane. Shot no good, and there for the board is Nelson Adota. Edwards finds Beckers past the midway point of quarter 3. Beckers pulls up from the elbow. That's short. Rebound by Baptiste. Beckers still can't find any rhythm whatsoever on offense. The ball now in the hands of Ari Mcdonald. McDonald finds Yanny. Nice drive. It's laid in by Bendu Yanny. It's a 12-point lead for Arizona, 41-29. The Wildcats in the midst of a 7-0 run in the last 3 minutes. UConn on a severe scoring drought. Can they end that drought here? Williams lobs it ahead for Nelson Adota. The kick out to Becker. She pulls up and knocks down the shot. A big bucket there from Paige Beckers. 41-31. 3.5 to play in this fast-paced third quarter. Not many stoppages. The next stoppage we get will take us to the under 5 media timeout. How about this pass inside and a foul called on the shot by Ware? Ari Mcdonald has been the show tonight, but how about the defense as well from the Arizona Wildcats? Arizona up by 10. They're looking to pull off the upset. 41-31 the score. 3:27 left in quarter 3. I'm back for the final minutes of the third right after this quick break. Welcome back, everybody. And how about the performance put forth by Arizona so far? They have a 10-point lead with just over 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in and being a part of tonight's broadcast here at the NCAA Women's Basketball Final Four. What a night it's been, and UConn trying to battle back and avoid what would be a big upset if they were to fall to the Arizona Wildcats, who are appearing in their very first Final Four. So here we go, 3:27 left in quarter three. 2 free throws on the way for Lauren Ware as she goes to the line. First free throw is good. And she'll knock down both. Sorry, the first free throw is no good. My apologies. I was zoning out for a moment. So it's an 11-point lead. UConn ball. Down by double digits. Here is Nelson Adota. She finds Mule. Oh, and that's nearly thrown away. A nice save by Westbrook. She'll get it to Williams. Pass in the lane. And a reach-in foul called against Ware. That's foul number 4 on Lauren Ware. So she's been fantastic on defense, but in a bit of trouble foul-wise. She'll need to come out. The NCAA Women's National Championship game will be Easter Sunday, 6 Eastern time. Will it be Stanford or will it be Connecticut taking on the Stanford Cardinal for the national championship game? We shall see. The first free throw knocked down by Nelson Adota. That's her first point of the game. She's 0 for 6 from the field. And she'll miss the second, 42-32. Arizona secure the rebound. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here with it is Ari Mcdonald. And a foul called against Nelson Adota. Arizona will get the shot clock reset to 20. And that's foul number 3 for Olivia Nelson Adota. She will come out. Back into the game is Aaliyah Edwards. By the way, this UConn team doesn't have a single senior on its roster. They have 7 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 3 juniors, no seniors. Here is Reese. She hands it off to McDonald. Back to Reese. The layup no good, but a foul goes against Kristen Williams. UConn not too pleased about the call. But it will be 2 free throws here. The foul's starting to pile up for both teams, really. It's been a game with quite a number of fouls. And Kate Reese will shoot 2. You can understand the UConn frustration. It did appear as though Williams had positioning and was set. The foul called against her nonetheless. First free throw is good. And the second one as well. 44-32. Back to a dozen-point lead for the Wildcats. 7 freshmen on this UConn roster. But it's still a team that was heavily favored coming into this game. They trail by 10 now. A nice scoop and score for Avina Westbrook. Behind the back move. McDonald defended by Beckers. That's a foul. And she will shoot too. Arizona just finding ways to get to the line and draw fouls. McDonald with 15 points on 5 of 13 shooting and 2 rebounds. First free throw is good. And she'll knock down the second, 46-34. McDonald now 17 points. Those were her first 2 points of the half after a 15-point opening half. Here's Westbrook into the lane. Floater short. And now here comes McDonald the other way. McDonald will slow it down. Gets it to the top of the key. Thomas over to Yanny. Oh, a nice move. And the shot is good. Beautifully done by Helena Puello. And the UConn Huskies now face their largest deficit of the entire season, 48-34, with 1:29 to play in the third quarter. My, oh my, the Huskies in trouble. I'll be back after the timeout. Upset brewing in San Antonio. Welcome back in, everybody. Winding down here in quarter 3, and it's the Arizona Wildcats who have put UConn in their largest deficit of the season, 48-34. The Huskies down by 14 in unfamiliar territory. Gino Ariema's 21st Final Four appearance. He's 11-9 in national semifinals, 11-0 in championship games. He has lost 3 straight semifinals in a row. Will that be extended to 4? Or will UConn pull off the comeback? Under 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Nice pass to the corner. That 3 no good. And the rebound grabbed by Puello of Arizona. Ball in the hands of Pellington. She finds Puello. Puello. The step back. No. Rebound. Grabbed by Mule. Here comes Mule. She finds Beckers. Passes it to the corner. And that three is good. A huge three-point shot. Knocked down from the far corner by Westbrook. 48-37. Westbrook, 2 points in the first half, just 5 here in the second. Been a quiet night for her and the rest of this UConn team. 17 points for McDonald, meanwhile, for Arizona. Pellington goes up for the shot. Great block by Kristen Williams. Here come UConn. It's Beckers. Beckers, foul. The shot won't fall, but she will go to the line. UConn making a little bit of a push here. And that's why I said it earlier in the broadcast. You can never rule this team out no matter what. Because they have the ability to just go on a run all of a sudden out of nowhere and go up a gear. As Beckers knocks down the first of 2 free throw attempts. And she'll look to make it 2 for 2, and she does. Back to a single-digit deficit for UConn. 48-39. The shot clock is non-existent. 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Ball in the hands of Ari Mcdonald. 10 seconds now. McDonald off the screen. Not getting any room. She'll pass it off. The three is short from Thomas. And time will run out. And that is the end of the third quarter. Arizona 48, UConn 39. The Wildcats are 10 minutes away from their first ever national championship appearance. Can they pull it off? You'll find out next. The fourth quarter on the other side of this quick break. Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth quarter we go. A reminder that the NCAA men's basketball tournament's Final Four takes place tomorrow at 5:14 Eastern Time. It's Baylor against Houston. And then at 8:34, it's Gonzaga against UCLA. I'll be on the call for the second semifinal, Gonzaga UCLA. So make sure you check that out as we get ready to go for the fourth quarter. 48-39 is the score as Puello will inbound for Arizona, and off we go. Final quarter of play, and UConn trailing by 9, looking to avoid the upset. Here is Sam Thomas for the Wildcats. Thomas finds Puello, and now Baptiste on the turnaround. Can't knock down the shot. Williams to Beckers, and she walked. Wow. A traveling violation against Paige Beckers. A furious Gino Ariema on the sideline. Yeah, McDonald just came in, and Beckers just, in the end, lost her focus and took 3 steps as that pass down low is off of the hand of Baptiste, and it will be UConn ball. That's what UConn need. They've got to force Arizona to turn the ball over a few times and then make them pay at the other end. Connecticut trailing by 9. 48-34 the score. We're just underway in the fourth quarter. Westbrook. Now Mule finds Edwards. Edwards inside to Beckers. Beckers has it stripped away. What a steal that was by Sam Thomas. Here's Ari Mcdonald. Now Baptiste to McDonald. McDonald, a 3, in and out. It would not fall. And it's Edwards with the rebound for UConn. McDonald had 15 first half points, just 2 in the second half so far. Edwards, the drive. She'll lay it in with the right hand. And it's a 7-point ball game. UConn in the midst of a 7-0 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Here is Baptiste. She finds Thomas. Thomas draws the foul, and she'll shoot 2. And Beckers, who committed the foul, is down for UConn. And this is not a good sign for the Huskies. Looked like she might have got the wind knocked out of her. She catches her breath, helped up to her feet by a couple of teammates. Appears to be all right. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah. She was trying to take the charge. It took a whole body into the chest. Probably just got the wind knocked out of her. But it's the 3rd foul against Beckers. And now 2 free throws will be taken by Sam Thomas with 8 minutes to play in regulation. Thomas misses the first free throw. Free throws becoming quite significant at this stage of the game. 8 points for Thomas, her first missed free throw tonight, and she will connect on the second. 49-41. Here's Williams with the drive. Can't lay it in. It rolled off the rim. And it looked like a sure 2 points. Results in an empty-handed UConn possession. Baptiste with her 5th rebound tonight. Here's a drive by McDonald. Dishes it off. Reese can't finish. Edwards collects the rebound and is fouled by Reese. That's 4 fouls on Reese. She's 1 away from having her night come to an end. And she will now come out for the Wildcats. 7.5 minutes to play. 49-41, Arizona by 8. UConn in possession. Mule to Edwards. Now Beckers. Thought about the three. Takes it into the lane. The shot is short. Becker's struggles continue. 13 points on 3 of 9 shooting for Page. Here is Baptiste. Now Yanny. McDonald knocks down the shot. That's her first second half field goal, believe it or not. She's got 19 points on the night. 51-41. Arizona reclaim a double-digit lead. And on her way to the cup, Williams has it tied up. UConn do own the possession arrow. Becker's inbounds from beneath the hoop into Mule. Her shot off the underside of the backboard. She was looking for the foul. No call. Here now is Baptiste. Thomas for Puello. Now on the right wing. Edwards commits the foul. She came charging in, assuming Thomas was going to take the shot. Good pump fake from Sam Thomas. The Huskies will make a change. Into the game comes Nelson Ododa. She does have 3 fouls, but Gino Ariema putting her in nonetheless with 6:22 to go. And it's Puello who gets it in. She finds McDonald. Nice pass out to the corner. No reason to be in a hurry for the Wildcats. They lead by 10. McDonald trips and a foul is called against Kristen Williams. So Arizona will get 20 seconds on the shot clock now. 6:05 to play, and UConn in real danger of being upset by Arizona. First ever Final Four appearance for the Wildcats. And with it for Arizona is Puello. Now McDonald. McDonald weaving her way through. Passes it out to Baptiste. What a move! Spinning inside and finishing with the layup. 53-41. Baptiste, after no points in the first half, has 7 in the second. Oh, a nice give and go, but the layup cannot be converted by Westbrook. However, it will stay UConn ball. Here's a 3 from the far corner. Beckers can't convert. Offensive board by Mule. Another 3. And once again, it's off the mark, this time from Williams. 53-41, Arizona on top. The Wildcats shooting 40%. The Huskies 31%. Puello can't finish. Becker secures the rebound. We are exactly midway through the fourth quarter, and Williams connects from downtown. A much-needed triple for the UConn Huskies. Second of the game for her. That's 18 points. 53-44. UConn not going away. Baptiste to Puello. Now it's Sam Thomas. Thomas into the lane. Passes it to the corner. Wide open look. The 3 no good. And now here comes Nika Mule. And a whistle here. And off the ball foul against Arizona. It'll be called on Trinity Baptiste, her 4th. 4:23 to go in regulation. I promise You won't want to miss the ending of this one. 53-44, Arizona by 9. A spot in the national title game is what's on the line. Welcome back, everybody. The AP Player of the Year, Paige Beckers, has struggled greatly tonight in the Final Four, and it's been a struggle all night long for her on offense, and a big reason why. Arizona lead by 9. They've locked her down defensively. And here we go as the Huskies look to come back late. In the first 4 games, Beckers averaged 22.5 points per game, just 13 tonight. 47% shooter this tournament, 3 of 10 tonight. And Beckers will inbound here, 4:23 to go. Here's Williams pounding inside, foul called, and she will head to the line for 2 free throws. UConn certainly not going away. They're going to fight to the very end. And Williams hits the first one. These free throws, extremely significant. That's 19 for Williams, looking for a 20th point here. And she gets it. Both free throws good. 53 to 46. 7-point game. Just over 4 minutes to play. Cross-court pass. On the near side, it's Thomas. She'll find Ari Mcdonald. Here's Mcdonald. Over to Thomas. Mcdonald again. 7 on the shot clock. Mcdonald splitting the defense, putting up the shot, banking it in, plus the foul. Ari Mcdonald, my oh my. And the Arizona faithful absolutely loving it. She's been the best player on the floor tonight. And that play right there really summed it all up. Just playing with all the confidence in the world as she goes to the line, try to convert the traditional three-point play. Arizona will quickly huddle up. 3:51 to go in regulation. Oh, yeah, that foul is Williams' fifth. I just realized that. Kristen Williams was called for the foul there. And they have confirmed that. Wow, I don't know why. Wow. That is baffling. I mean, they just went over to review it. It was a rather quick review, but that's not a foul on Williams. Wow, that's a bad missed call. Or a bad call, I should say. I mean, if you're looking to see who the foul was, Mule was the one who made contact, not Williams. Wow. So Kristen Williams has fouled out. She's been the best player tonight for UConn. And that's a huge blow for the Huskies. They now trail by 10 after the free throw is good. And a nice move inside, but unable to finish is Nelson Adota, still seeking her first field goal of the entire night. 3.5 to go. UConn 4 of 19 on layups. That's just unbelievable. And that will be a travel there on Yanny, taking too many steps. The Wildcats turn it over. Well, you have to feel for Williams. I mean, she should not be on the bench right now. She should not be fouled out. That was egregious. Here's Mule into the lane. Westbrook, nice floater. Able to convert back to an 8-point game. Exactly 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Westbrook with 9 points. Here's Yanny. Foul called on her way in. It's against Mule. And so there will be a 1-and-1 here, as both teams are actually in the bonus at this stage. And so here comes the 1-and-1 for Ari Mcdonald, who's a 78% free throw shooter. Oh, no, sorry, it's 2 shots. I forgot. Oh, I keep mixing up men's and women's college basketball. It's 2 shots. It's not like men's college basketball where it's a 1-and-1. My apologies. So it is 2 shots. She did miss the first, converts the second, 57-48. 9-point Arizona lead. Here is Paige Beckers. Pass out to Mule. Nice fake. Gets it to the corner. That 3 won't go on the attempt by McCurad. And somehow the Wildcats secure the rebound. They lead by 9. 2:25 to play. They've controlled the entire game, the Wildcats. Here's McDonald all the way in. Can't convert the left-handed layup. Can UConn capitalize at the other end? Here's Beckers coast to coast. That will roll. Paige Beckers with a key field goal to make it 57-50. 2 minutes to play. Looking to get it in and eventually doing so was Baptiste. However, Arizona did call a timeout to avoid the 5-second violation. Well, UConn have missed a lot of rather routine buckets, but that last one was not one of them. Paige Beckers with a very impressive right-handed finish. UConn, in their last 3 national semifinal games, well, in 2017, lost to Mississippi State in overtime. 2018, lost to Notre Dame in overtime. And then in 2019, would lose to Notre Dame again. All of those losses were by, actually 2 of them were by 2 points in those 2 overtime games. And then the other one by 5 points. What's going on, Quinn? Welcome into the broadcast. How you doing, Quinn? We've got an upset brewing, I'll tell you that. UConn trailing 57-50 with 1:57 to go. I can't believe that. This is incredible, you know. UConn, the heavy favorites, obviously coming in. But the Wildcats have controlled the game throughout. 1:57 to go. Arizona leading by 7 with the basketball, seeking their first appearance in an NCAA title game. And it's inbounded here to Ari Mcdonald, who's put on a show. And there will be a foul called against Aaliyah Edwards. And that's not who Connecticut wanted to put at the line. So 2 shots for Mcdonald. She's 5 of 7 at the line tonight, looking for her 24th point, and she won't get it. Front rims the first free throw. And maybe, you know, the pressure getting to Arizona here late. They're 12 of 18 at the line tonight. They've been far from perfect at the line. As Mcdonald connects on the second. 58-50 now the score. Mcdonald has 24. Here is Sneaka Mule. Mule, the drive, lays it in. Great execution from the Huskies. Quickly as well, 58-52. And now here comes Mcdonald rolling in. And she will be fouled. And back to the line goes Ari Mcdonald. I'm not, you know, UConn were trying to foul right away. I'm not sure why they were, really. I mean, after all, it's a 6-point game. I think they could have played out that possession. Mcdonald, 78% free throw shooter, and the first one rolls in. 1:35 to go. Mcdonald's done a really good job all night long getting to the line. As she hits both, 60-52 the score. Just about 90 seconds to play. And what a game this has been. Here's Beckers, a 3. You bet! Paige Beckers from downtown to keep UConn's hopes alive. She's had a very quiet night, but what a big moment to come alive and knock down the triple. 1:23 to go, and that makes the 5-point game. The Huskies continue to stay alive late. Drains the deep triple. Huge for Connecticut. And there's still a lot of time left. You've got 1:23 to go. A timeout on the floor. What a game this has been. I'm glad I decided to call this game. It's been a fun one. It really has. And we could still have some more late drama on the way. Connecticut down by 5. Arizona with the ball. So you have to think UConn will try to force a steal right away. And you don't have to foul here if you're Connecticut. I really don't think they should. You can let Arizona play out the possession. Even if they use the whole shot clock, that'll bring it down to 53 seconds. That's still plenty of time as long as you hold them to no points on this possession and play this possession out without committing a foul if you're UConn on defense here. We'll see, though. We'll see how they approach this. All right, so they'll put 2 seconds back on the clock. So 1:25 to go, actually. There are fans. They're at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Great atmosphere at the Final Four. So remember, Kristen Williams fouled out a few minutes ago, controversially. She had 20 points, but UConn will be without her the rest of the way. Great ball movement into the front court by Arizona, and they will commit the foul. Mule commits the foul, and to the line goes Thomas. Oh, thanks, Quinn. I appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of did it in a rush, so I was hoping it was at least decent. I mean, it was just a game recap at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I appreciate that. Sam Thomas, 86% free throw shooter. The first one rolls in. The winner of this game will take on Stanford in the national championship on Easter Sunday. Be a day off tomorrow, and then the title game on Sunday. The second free throw good as well, 62-55, 1:10 to go. Beckers with the ball in her hands once more. Beckers inside, finds Edwards. She lays it in. It's back to a 5-point game. And Beckers immediately commits the foul after it was passed into Bendu Yanny. I'll tell you what, this is the player that Connecticut were certainly willing to foul. Yanny, just a 52% free throw shooter on the season. Well, 53 rather if you round up. But you get the point. These are no guaranteed free throws for Yanny here. A 5-point game, 59.2 seconds to play. And she drains the first one. Calm and collected. And here comes the second one for Bendu Yanny. She hits both. How about that for the 53% free throw shooter? She drains both, 64-57 now the score. UConn, we're going to get a quick basket. Mule inside. Edwards gets trampled on. The foul against Baptiste. And 2 free throws here for Aaliyah Edwards. 49.6 seconds to play. So about 10 seconds came off the clock there. As Edwards will shoot 2. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Wow, what a game this has been. As Baptiste will come out for Arizona. She has to. She fouled out. That was her 5th right there. Edwards, a 64% free throw shooter. She connects on the first. You can only imagine how tough it is for Kristen Williams, one of the stars for this Connecticut team, to have to watch on from the sidelines the rest of this game as she fouled out earlier in the quarter. That 5th foul, though, that was called against her. Very harsh. The second one is a miss, and the rebound secured by Arizona. And it was a jump ball, and the arrow belongs to UConn. Wow. How about that? Or did they call the timeout beforehand? I don't know. They'll have to sort this out here. Let's see what on earth happened. So I think Arizona were trying to signal for the timeout. Then came the tie-up as Griffin tried to strip the ball away from Thomas. And they did grant Arizona the timeout. Wow. So Arizona they called the timeout just before the tie-up. That's intelligent work by Arizona. It was actually, it was actually Helena Puello who signaled for the timeout. That's intelligent play as Arizona maintained possession. But just for reference, if we do have a tie-up in the final seconds of this game, the possession does belong to UConn. Keep that in mind. The ball advanced to the front court. It's passed into Thomas, who's immediately fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. 45.9 seconds to go. Thomas is 5 of 6 at the line tonight, 86% free throw shooter this season. And she misses the first. Wow. She misses the first. Now 5 of 7 from the charity stripe tonight. She does hit the second. 65-58 now the score. And Connecticut have to hurry. Mule gets it to Westbrook, and she is fouled. 2 free throws on the way for her. 37.8 seconds to play. A nail-biting ending. UConn just trying to keep it within reach. You know, if they're going to have a chance, you have to think it's going to come down to, you know, a buzzer beater 3. We'll see how these final 37 seconds play out. Westbrook, 79% free throw shooter. And the first one rolls out. Wow. A crucial miss on the first free throw of the game for Westbrook. And she does convert the second to make it a 6-point game. They inbound to Reese, and there's the foul with 34.8 to go. So Reese goes to the line. Arizona leading by 6. The Arizona fans, I was going to say on the edge of their seats, but they're all standing at the Alamo Dome. Reese, 72% free throw shooter. Well, if you're Connecticut at this stage, you got to think about shooting threes. You do. Oh, wow. Reese misses the first here. Now here comes the second. And she knocks it down. So she goes 1 for 2, 66-59. Half a minute left in regulation. UConn needing to work quickly. Here's Mule. Gets it to Beckers. Beckers can't get the 3 off. Takes it in. The shot no good. Offensive rebound, but the pass gets away from Beckers, and the UConn Huskies turn it over. And that might clinch the victory for the Wildcats. Arizona will call a timeout. 66-59 the score, and Arizona are feeling it right now. They know they're on the verge of a huge upset and making their first Final Four appearance. After making their first Final Four appearance, taking it a step further and looking to make their first national championship game. The winner of this one takes on Stanford, who defeated South Carolina earlier tonight, 66-65. That national title game, Easter Sunday at 6 Eastern time. This has been an incredible defensive showing from Arizona, who lead by 7, 19.5 seconds to play, and it's the Wildcats with the ball in the front court. Both teams haven't shot that well at all, but it really came down to Arizona's lockdown defense against this Connecticut team, who usually score a lot more than the 59 points they currently have. And it's inbounded. The foul called against Edwards. And 2 free throws here for Arizona. 20.1 to go. Reese, once again at the line, misses the first. Reese with 10 points. She's 4 of 6 at the line. Now 5 of 7. She goes 1 for 2 again. 67-59 the score. Here come the Huskies. Oh, that's tipped away. Stolen by the Wildcats. Coast to coast It's laid in by Bendu Yanny, and the Wildcats are going to knock off the mighty Yukon Huskies. 69-59. This three won't go for Mule. Rebounded by McDonald. The buzzer sounds. Arizona have upset the Yukon Huskies. It's all over. What an upset at the Alamo Dome. 69-59. Arizona pull off the upset. No, I couldn't do the Red Sox game, Quinn. I was gone pretty much all afternoon. So yeah, I wasn't home during the Red Sox game. I did watch a little bit of it at my grandma's house. That was a pathetic performance from them. But no, I couldn't do it, unfortunately. Wow, how about this result, folks? The upset of the tournament in Arizona are going to the championship, where they'll face the Stanford Cardinal. Wow. UConn bow out for the fourth consecutive time in the national semifinals. They're 11-0 under Gino Auriemma in national title games. However, it's a different story in national semifinals, where they're now 11-10 and have lost 4 consecutive semifinals in a row, as the Arizona celebrations will go on deep into the night as they celebrate with their fans. An absolute stunning result in the national title game is set. It'll be Stanford against Arizona Sunday, 6 Eastern time. How about that? Well, most booked UConn to be in the national title game, but that will not be the case. Instead, it will be Arizona. The celebrations just getting started. Wow. What an upset pulled off by the Wildcats tonight, folks. I've thoroughly enjoyed calling this one for you. And Arizona are moving on to the national title game, their first ever Final Four appearance. And they wanted to take it a step further. And they have done just that. All right, before I sign off, let's hear the post-game thoughts of Ari Mcdonald. Listen in. I'll let you guys take a listen.
We just believed. I mean, we worked hard to get here, and I mean, we were doing the things that got us here. That's hard work, tenacious defense, and playing together. Most importantly, having fun.
Tell me about your defense, because you hold UConn almost 20% below their regular shooting percentage. How did this defense show up time and time again in every single moment?
It was that grit. I mean, we didn't want to go home once again, and we're proving it. We're locking down, and we're playing team defense. I mean, this is our identity, and we're best at defense. You know, defense wins games, and we did that tonight.
Adia, you said that you two are built for this moment. What do you see in this young woman next to you that lets you know she's ready for this stage?
We always say we're built different. We're not afraid. Like, we weren't against the odds. People chose us. No one thought we'd win. No one thought we'd be here. We don't care. We believed in each other. We believed our team believed. We knew we were going to bear down and fight. And they play with their hearts. And that's what we did. And we're not the best offensive team, but we're some real defensive players, and we play hard. So I'm just proud. And we always say we're built different. I think we're built different.
You guys did hit big shots tonight, and you did say, all the pressure's on UConn to win this game. So when they pull within 5 points at the end of this game, how did you avoid getting tight and feeling that pressure, both of you?
I mean, I think that we're just confident what we do. We felt like we controlled the tempo for like 3.5 quarters. So they did make their runs. We knew we were going to take their punches, but we just had to get some defensive stops. And I think we had timeouts, and I felt like we had momentum and control most of the game. They're a really good team, though. We know they've stolen a lot of games down the stretch, so it was not comfortable at all. They made big plays, but I felt like we played some really good defense.
Okay, Ari, you know this next opponent very well. This is a Pac-12, all Pac-12 national championship game. What will it take to beat the Stanford Cardinal?
defense first, most importantly, and just, like you said, we've seen them before. This is our third time matching up with them, so I mean, we got to take what the defense gave us, knockdown shots, and we have to rebound and play together.
All right, I have a feeling you're going to be in the promo video for the national championship. How does that sound?
We better be in next promo. Stop leaving us out. Stop counting us out.
All right, ladies.
Thank you.
There you have it, the underdog story. Arizona on to the national title game. And as much as we talked about the success of Pac-12 teams in the men's NCAA tournament, here we go on the women's side with an all Pac-12 championship matchup. Sunday, 6 Eastern time, Stanford, Arizona. They will meet for the third time this season. We'll hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. It's been a pleasure as Arizona pull off the upset 69-59. And they're moving on to the national title game. How about that, folks? I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. And